Alright, in this video I'm going to explain how to become a follower on PowerPlanTrades. Now, PowerPlanTrades is for the serious followers that like my plans, and I'm going to talk about those as well. But I'm going to talk quickly about how to become a follower on PowerPlanTrades and what you need to do. Now, notice that I don't just let anybody in here. I still have about 44 pending follower requests. Because these people didn't follow the rules of my previous video. Okay, so I'm going to explain it very clearly. No music background. I'm going to just set it up very easily for you. So pay attention, and then I want to talk about some nice things that I do, extra things that I do inside of PowerPlanTrades as well. So you want to really pay attention to this video. Okay, so how to become a follower on how do you become a follower on PowerPlanTrades? Well, first of all, you should be. I'm going to go here, my profile here. You should be a follower of Power Trigger Trade on StockTwits. And then if you click on this link, you also want to be a follower of Power Trigger Trade on StockTwits. On Twitter. Okay. Now, everyone should have a profile pic. Okay, and the profile pic is located here on Twitter. Right. This is just the background, but now your profile pic should be of stock charts, or could be of stock charts, success, or a picture of yourself. Something within those lines. So that's one of the requirements to become a follower of PowerPlanTrades. The second thing is you want to send me a message, and you want to do that by sending it to PowerPlanTrades. Now, if you have a problem sending me a message on PowerPlanTrades, just send me a message on Power Trigger Trade on Twitter or Power Trigger Trade on StockTwits. But I'd rather people just send me messages on PowerPlanTrades. So how do you find PowerPlanTrades? Well, let's put this. So I'm making this video practically, very easy to do. So here you do is you type in PowerPlanTrades in the search button, right? And it should come up. Something should come up for you. So PowerPlanTrades, right? Just for example, right? And it comes up. And then now I'm inside of PowerPlan. It's a locked account, but I'm inside of that. Now, so you send me a message and then also send me a request. So there's a way to send a request, and you'll just follow the instructions on when you read on the Twitter page, and you'll be able to find because this is not what you're going to see because this is a locked account, right? This is open right now. You won't see this, right? So basically, you send me a request, but you also need to send me a message why you want to be a follower on PowerPlanTrades. That's it. It's these two things. If you don't send me the message, if you don't have a profile pic, okay, if you just send a request, I won't enter you in, right? All right. So we got all that out of the way. Okay. Once I accept you, okay, what you want to do is see this pinned tweet video. You'll see pinned tweet. You'll find that. These videos that I make inside of PowerPlanTrades change, but you always look for the pinned tweet video because that's where I usually will, and I make it very clear for all followers to see. So I want you to see it once you get in there. Okay. Because if you do that and you follow the instruction, now after seeing that video, if you don't want to be a follower, then do me a favor and unfollow. But if you want to be a follower, just stick around, right? And because it's really simple to do. I find that a lot of people are lazy and they're not serious about the markets, and PowerPlanTrades is kind of a proof of that. I know this from experience. I've been at this for a long time in the markets. And I've seen a lot, I've been studying the markets over 15 years. And just these few years that I've been doing this, PowerPlanTrades is kind of new. I've seen, that there's there's an old adage, there's 10% of the people will succeed and the 90% will fail. Trust me when I tell you this, it's true. It's true because people don't take the time to really, follow things correctly, right? They just do things blindly. And anyways, let's go on now. So basically, that's what you want to do. Send me a message, send me a video I mean, sorry, send me a message. Make sure you have everything that I've explained at this point. Now what I want to do is talk about what I'm about. And, you know, let's go here to Power Trigger Trade. All right, I'm going to talk about this Google plan. Now, this did work, but didn't work for long. I mean, it worked. It didn't work like the first one. You know, it was profitable, but you had to get out of it. But let's take a look at this. So I'm going to click this, and basically, I write plans, right? And this was posted in. Let's see, did I put but plans? Fall? Yeah. So NewPowerPlanTrades is also, I explained that over here, but basically this trade, this did trigger, but we did not hit, we hit the targets, yeah, but we didn't really go any farther than that, right? So sometimes you got to get out. Things didn't work out as far as I wanted to, so you're taking profits, and we went into this trade a few times. But basically, you can see that I make plans, and I actually make updates inside of NewPowerPlanTrades. So let's go back here. And 1 second here. I'm going to pause here. So yeah, let me talk about this. Let me talk about this plan, this Apple plan I posted. Now I posted a new one, and basically I want to talk about this one. So I'm going to click there. So on this date here, I made a new plan. Now, this new plan meant, and I was actually still in this, so not following this new plan that I made, if I had waited for the new, I would have, and I followed the other two plans, I would have had, I would have avoided the Apple drop. So, but I was already in this from the other plans, but looking at what look at everything that I did, this was clearly the best plan, was to wait at the time for a break of 101. Now I'm going to probably have to make another plan, but at the time of this writing, Apple never was able to break above 101, right? So these plans, so if you were someone who's really wanted to get, when I make a new plan, it's what I saw that really needed to happen. I figured Apple was going to do that. Anyways, you don't want to figure anything in the market. Yeah, a plan is a plan. You want to wait for the trigger numbers. This is my point. But the rest of my plans, like this May 13th plan, worked out very well. And again, I posted this in NewPowerPlanTrades, right? You can press pause to read what I said in this, but this was posted in as you can see, this was posted in NewPowerPlanTrades, and then I posted a follow-up video on Power Trigger Trade. A follow-up plan, and that worked as well. I mean, basically, there was a good 7-8 point swing in Apple within those two plans. What I did is I rolled over. But the third plan, if we had waited for the third plan, you would have avoided the drop, right? But I was still in on the third plan, so I actually took a small loss on my my holding Apple before the plan, before the third trigger. Okay, because you have to make changes sometimes. Then in NewPowerPlanTrades, I exited Apple around close to the 100 area. And then and I expected a pullback. They kind of went back to the 100 area, and not everything was perfectly aligned. But you get into two winning trades, people, and anyways, you get the picture. The point is not everything wins, right? But a lot of stuff does, and you really got to pay attention, right? I mean, the Netflix trade here. Let's click this one here. And then I can click on this May 19, but I'll click on this one here. And this did very well. But I actually posted another plan on for Netflix that never triggered a continuation plan. It never triggered. And so my point is that you really want to you want to really pay attention to these instructions and pay attention to volume and all these things, right? And in NewPowerPlanTrades, and we're going to go inside, by the way, we're going to go inside NewPowerPlanTrades. I want to show you the good and the bad, okay? But I make these plans, and they're serious plans, and a lot of them work, like Tesla plan. One of them really worked. The other one kind of went, break even. Like, just sometimes things trigger, but a winning trade is you not losing money. If it's a small win, it's a winning trade. You have to understand that, right? So here I'm going to click on this one. That's why I think this is a powerful video, as I really explain. So if you look at these, they're detailed plans, okay? And let's see if this is the one. Yeah. So see, targets are you know what? These targets are possible, but you know what? Things start to not act a certain way, and you have to make adjustments. And that's where the third plan was come in, which actually was the way for the 101 area. There might be another entry, right? But at this point in time, that was the best way to strategy. And basically, you could have caught almost practically most of the move without losing on my system. And I made updates inside of PowerPlanTrades. I'm going to see if I can show this that I did that. Google plan worked out very well. One of them really worked out really well. Other one kind of made some small profits. Did some trading in it. So let me just pause here. All right, people. So that Apple trade that I was in, the last one, I still held it, and but it failed to hold key areas. As you can see, I posted in here. I also post things that if I don't like certain actions, I gotta get out of it. So I post the good and the bad. I did a couple of swings in Goog, as it wasn't really. I was looking for it to really pop, and it didn't. The Twitter trade, I stopped out for a break even. It was working well. I didn't like the action, so Tesla didn't think. Now I made. I talk about people that don't follow the rules. See, I talked about this on May 31st for Apple, right? So I make comments when necessary. Let me press pause here. All right, here I talked about the 100%. Yeah, that Google trade on the third one did quick pop, and see, this was a Netflix plan I posted. This never triggered, right? So basically, inside of PowerPlanTrades, what I do, people, is I post the I post other kind of trades exclusively for PowerPlanTrade followers. On top of I do post stuff on Power Trigger Trade, but what I really want is the serious followers, the people who want to take the time to do what my video explains in PowerPlanTrades. So, when you get inside of PowerPlanTrades, people, when you get inside of PowerPlanTrades, right, make sure you see the video. And like I said, you have a profile pic. Send me the message, right, on PowerPlan. If you have a problem sending me a message on PowerPlanTrades, just simply send me a message on the message on Power Trigger Trade. Okay, it's as simple as that, people. And I wanted to show in the video that I make my comments, and you know what? I've posted a lot of great winners. I post success, but I also post when things don't work out or when we need to get out of things, right? Because the market's constantly changing, right? When the market trends properly, a lot of triggers, and they run towards their targets. And sometimes you just have to, you're not going to get, if things don't look right, and you need to get out before the target. And I mean, trading is a constantly changing thing. Anybody tells you differently, they're lying to you. But the plans are there. The plans are there to protect us, to get in things that are moving, because with options we don't have time to be waiting around. We want to get in stocks that are going to move correctly. So you want to pay attention to stuff like volume and price action at trigger numbers, and that's why you want to pay attention to the plans. At the same time, I will be making some extra comments exclusively inside of PowerPlanTrades. That's why you want to be a follower if you're serious. And again, if you're a serious follower, you'll also want to participate in what I explain on PowerPlanTrade in this PowerPlanTrades pinned tweet videos, because that actually helps you. That really helps you. Benefits you in terms of really following, because you may not get into all the trades or not. You don't need to get into anything, right? But by you following what happens, and making and participating in the action, it's a learning process and it's beneficial for you as well. But if you're too lazy to do that, well then, it's not going to work for you. So there you have, people. How to become a follower on Power Plan Trades. It's very easy. Thanks for listening. Like the video.